So I'm curious, in your research that you did about lust for languages, did you find that there actually is I don't know if the term is a diagnosed fetish or a declared fetish for languages?
Well, there's a few different things that it could be. When we're talking about kinks, for example, like a kink is something that isn't mandatory in your sex life, but it really gets you going, you
Mm-hmm.
know? So I believe that there is a language kink. I honestly haven't read too much about it, which is again why I wanted to dive into, the human psyche of why we find different languages attractive.
Right.
And then you move on to a fetish where there really isn't sexual gratification unless you have this thing, like unless this thing is incorporated into your sex life, you can't get off.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I think that, similarly to how voyeurism is, sexual arousal and release from watching someone, there's a fetish called oralism, and it's sexual arousal that's caused by sound.
Okay, that makes perfect sense. Different senses, different,
Right.
but it really is the same sort of experience as voyeurism.
Yeah, and so there's oralism fetish and the language kink. And then the last thing that kind of ties it all together is acousticophilia, which is it's pretty similar to oralism, but this is where you would get into the ASMR, like
Mm.
when you are stimulated by auditory things like panting, moaning, heavy breathing, that kind of thing.
I mean, I'm a sucker for some good audio porn, so
Oh, me too.
absolutely understand that.